Hey guys, welcome back to the Gooby Time Podcast. I'm your host, Gooby Leo, and I'm here to do hashtag big yappings. Oh yeah, we yeah, we yeah. Those of you who came from my Instagram, which is all of you by the way, you know that I like to do big yappings. I just thought I'd do it here because that's probably easier for you guys to watch. So, today's episode is about, hold on, let me go find it. This fuck-ass book. Look at this book. Look at it. Just take a good long look at it. I am not a professional book reviewer. If you are the author, please don't get mad. This is my personal opinion. Let me read to you the description of this book. You know, the little thingy they tell you in here. In this sapphic Snow White retelling, if Snow is to save her kingdom from being ravaged by the blight, she'll have to kill the evil queen's daughter if she doesn't fall in love with her first. And then it goes on to explain how she wakes up unexpectedly in her glass coffin. It shatters, the land is rotting, the animals have mutated. It's been 20 years since she last bit the apple. She goes out to, find a way to restore her kingdom to its former glory on a dangerous journey. Friends will become foes, new alliances will form, blah blah blah. Her only option is to become the season keeper and access the life-giving magic that will heal the plague. But the path to becoming the season keeper is more treacherous than she could ever imagine. Blah 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 blah. Sounds pretty interesting. Wrong. Okay? And so now we're gonna backtrack to me a few hours ago, who had a lot of strong feelings about this and a lot of things to say. Hello, Gooby Snooberts. So it's me. Big surprise, I know, big surprise. I have done almost jack shit today because I have just spent, God knows how many hours reading another fucking book. This one, I will say, was not my cup of tea. I did not really like it. Personally, I think the whole story was just did you think this out before you wrote it? Kind of thing. It was very darker than what I typically enjoy. Not darker than what I typically get sucked into when reading some random bullshit that I found somewhere. And I was like, I need to talk about this book. I don't remember what it's called. I have it in my room. I read the whole thing, minus 60 pages, today, in the span of a few hours. Now, did I like this book? No. Do I think it was a good book? Also no. But, was it intriguing? Did it hold my attention? Did it make me want to keep reading in the hopes that it would get good? Yes, also yes. So let me tell you what made me pick up this book at the library in the new book section. I looked at it, and it was like Snow White, but not Snow White. And I was like, oh, I love reading fucked up dark versions of old Disney stories. Well, not really, just one show that I've been binge watching. Maybe that's what made me want to read it. I thought it'd be good. Some people pull it off. I was wrong. And I opened the front cover. It was in this sapphic retelling of Snow White, blah 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 blah. And I was like, sapphic? Disney-esque, but dark. This sounds like it's up my alley, considering what I've just... this big fat homo. So I started reading it. And it was dark. They weren't lying when they were in this dark retelling of Snow White. It was dark. I didn't enjoy all of the descriptions of filleted little cute animals. I did not enjoy this. I also wasn't a big fan of getting halfway through the book and realizing that whatever alleged sapphic activity was happening was not really there. Let me tell you, when they said sapphic retelling of Snow White's struggle of becoming a season keeper to save her kingdom whilst having to get close to her nemesis, the queen's daughter, I was like, this sounds really fucking interesting. Like, is this gonna be her sneaking her way into becoming some kind of prized role in the kingdom and then falling in love as in like enemies to lovers? That's what I was picturing. You can't tell me that's not what that sounds like in this sapphic retelling. Let me tell you, the girl barely interacts with Snow White in this entire story. The most they interact is like, pops up a little reflection of an animal's eyeballs. Oh my god, it's the girl that I keep seeing in these visions. She's really hot. I don't know why, but I feel strangely attracted to her. And the girl's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, Snow White. I'm gonna fucking kill you. And she's like, you bastard, but also you're sexy. And it's like, toxic Yuri much? We get to like the end of the fucking book, and they just now meet in person. And she's like, you know, I may have just stolen your rightful title as queen and season keeper, but hear me out. You can be the queen, and I can be your season keeper. I know I just like almost killed your friend, and I made you kill a bunny rabbit that was also your friend because I wanted power. And because one needs to be pure of heart and not have killed anything to be a season keeper. So I know I just like fucked you over and everything, but you could be my queen. Looks wistfully, and Snow White's like, no, fuck you. What's wrong with you? And she's like, oh, okay. And it's like, let me tell you the stupidest bit about this whole thing. At the, like, almost the very end, Snow White, like, pulls an Uno reverse card after the girl, like, tries to kill her via poison apple again. And she gives her the poison apple, and she's like, swallow it, right? And then the girl's like, whatever, she swallows it, but then she, like, grabs up and, like, and they're all, and Snow White's like, wait a minute, she's trying to kill me again via poisoning me from the poison in her mouth. And she doesn't move away. She's like, oh, I know I should probably move to not get smited, but she's hot. She wakes up a week and 2 days later, and it's like the deadline to save the world, basically, passed. They're gonna go for another year of the blight. Everything's gonna die. And Snow White's just like, oh, why did I let her kiss me? I could have saved the world, but she's hot. And it's like, what? And it's like, and now my best friend's dead. And the other girl's dead too. And they're just in their coffins. She still looks hot. And it's like, what the fuck is this book? I'm on the last few pages. Come to find out they're gonna make a shitty sequel. I'm like, are you shitting my dick? Are you fucking with my lesbian brain? What is this? And then she goes over, she's like, oh, well, I guess in order to save my friend, according to the nature goddess or whatever, I gotta bring balance back. Kisses dead lady. Oh, she's hot. Oh, she comes back to life. This has to be the worst book I've ever read so intensely. And also holds the record at the same time for the book I've read fastest in my life. And I'm aware that doesn't really make sense, okay? I know that that's a bullshit argument. Oh, you're telling us this book is horrible, but you read the whole thing in a few hours. Yeah. Yes, I did. I didn't like it. But if you are depressed and you need to convince yourself you're being productive, by all means, go read this book, because you're gonna be in there like this, reading the fucking book. What happens? You will be disappointed. I'm not telling you you're not gonna be disappointed. You're gonna be really disappointed. But you'll have read a book and not thought about your own life for a few hours. But bam! I really feel like I should show the book at this point, because otherwise it's like, what am I telling you? What am I telling you guys about? I'm telling you about basically nothing. I will also say that I was gonna go do my laundry and be a productive member of my life. I was gonna go be a productive member of my own life. And you know what I did instead? I picked up the book because I was like, oh, like, I'm gonna have to return the book soon. I checked out 3 books and another one online, and I don't want to have checked them out and not read them. So I was like, I'll read a chapter or 2. A few hours later, disappointed Lesbo read the whole fucking book. I need you to understand. I read 60 pages. That's not a lot. That's not a lot for a 300, maybe 400 page book. I picked up the book this morning. The whole book. And it's a whole book. So that's not an easy feat. It is 4 p.m. almost. I have only eaten breakfast. I ate breakfast at 10:30. I have not eaten since. I haven't drank a cup of water since 10 o'clock either. I was reading this fucking book. It's not even a good book. Hi, hello, we're back. Because I'm not done. I'm still not done telling you about this bullshit. Okay? I've read a lot of things in my life. Most of them, not anything remarkable. Some of them, bad. Some of them, wonderful. Like, I just read a different book that I adored called The Spell Shop. In about the same amount of time. And you know, I've still never been so disappointed in reading something. Never. I've never done it. It's never happened. I've read smut that I've regretted reading less than this book. And the worst thing is, it sounded like it would be so good. The idea in question, which I read in whatever you call that thing where it gives you like the synopsis of the book, right? When I read that, I was like, this book sounds really good. But it was executed so piss poorly. I feel robbed. No, I feel bamboozled. I feel like a little rat, a little mouse that was offered a piece of cheese, and it was like, hey, if you take this, if you want the piece of cheese, right? I'm gonna put the piece of cheese at the end of this wheel, and if you get on the wheel and chase it, you will get the cheese. I spent 6 hours running after the piece of cheese. They took away the cheese and said, thanks for spinning my wheel. That's what it was. That's what that was. Random disclaimer. Guys, I have a random disclaimer. Don't go shit on this book. Don't do it, guys. Don't go shit on the book. It's my opinion. I'm sorry it wasn't a positive opinion. Also, I just want to say, I feel like this book was written by like what a straight man thinks a gay relationship is, even though it wasn't. It was written by a woman. But you know what? Like, maybe I'm not giving enough credit to this author, because you know what? I too have stupid decision to kiss poison apple mouth lady because she's hot, but I think speaking for the gays, we've all done stupid shit. Cause there's a pretty lady that you really like. Just don't get it. I don't get it though. Like you don't know the girl. You just think she's hot.